Welcome back to the Scrum. Cinco de Augusto. What it is.
That was all correct.
It matches, I think. Lines up.
That's what it is.
Is Augusto really how you say August in Spanish?
Or Gusto? I don't know, bro.
Gusto. Oh, that was an honest question. I have no idea. I took French.
Are we out here like really saying that like
useful.
any of what I just said had good pronunciation behind it? Like,
I don't know.
If I'm writing the shit down, it's right. And it's
well, that's what I was asking. That's what I was asking. I didn't know if you were just putting an O at the end of the word, man.
You think
that's how ignorant I am. That's how.
Bro, like they're not that far off. Like, and you are just dumb. Like, out here trying to paint me like I'm out here just like putting shit on shit. Like you just don't know Spanish.
That's exactly what it is.
Sometimes it is that easy though, because isn't December just December?
It's December.
November.
December.
December.
January.
Marcho.
All of this is this whole fucking this whole brand is just a bruh moment.
For real, dude.
It's August 5th though. If you pick up on all that romance language we were spitting, it's August 5th. You know, we speak that lingua, you know what I'm saying? Special day. It is our producer. He's not just our producer, but arguably, you know, a top producer, probably top 5 producer in just like the tech game right now. Like
that we know,
the podcasting, social content creating game.
He's a top 5 producer that I could text right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like
I can get behind
that's
that.
the caveat.
It's like James. And then Brandon Skurlark and then Dylan, dude. You know what I'm saying?
It's amazing that you even give James that title. It's amazing that you would even give him that moniker.
It's like somehow Squirrel's number 3 and I only know 2 people.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for the accolades.
Close fourth is myself. You know what I'm saying?
Did we even say it's his birthday?
Yeah, I think you let off.
Did we get that far?
Well, you're celebrating,
it's my birthday.
I don't think I got that far. Yeah, I was just saying he was still saying he was special and that he's a top 5 guy.
Oh, I thought
it's motherfucker's birthday. Whatever.
Birthday. Yeah, it's his birthday.
It's his birthday. That's what we're getting at. That's the point. So happy
you're
birthday.
29, dude.
24, by the way, Cody.
Shouts out to 24, man.
Let's go, dude.
Once you're 25, you're essentially 30.
Dylan's so aging that he just turned older than me. That's just
he just leapfrogs you somehow.
Yeah. He's like, no, you're the little brother now. That's
love it.
I'm just older. That's fuck.
Dude, we broke out some old band videos.
We'll get that in a second. We'll get to that in a second. More important things. It sucks that you had to be born on this day because it's also the same day that season 5 dropped for Warzone.
Very overshadowed.
So, you know, it's just like, yeah, I mean, talk about just living in the shadow of a giant. Like you have no shot at any love on today's day, bro.
He's
like,
lucky.
I would never hang out with you on a day like that.
And that makes
He's lucky that we record the podcast first. Otherwise, like you wouldn't have even said happy birthday. Just
my Xbox is on
right to the box.
Here. I'm staring at my on Xbox. Like I got text messages out saying, "Hey, I'll be on at this time approximately."
You're in a party right now. You're just like, y'all play some trios games. You know what I'm saying? Keep me in the party. Keep me in the lobby.
So hold on. Give me back to the Scrum.
Yo, Southwest.
Sweat that shit. I give a fuck.
And we out.
I'm hyped though. There's moving trains. Jacob, they opened up Stadium, dude. Stadium is open.
Oh shit!
You can go in that bitch. You can go to the pro shop
gonna
on
be
the
a
way to
nightmare.
the middle. Oh, it's gonna be awful. There's a moving train, dude. There's a moving train.
You can just hop on it, and it's just constantly circling the map.
It's just doing its thing. It's gonna run you over. It's got good loot, so it's a hot drop. It's got an ammo box, so you can get your ammo and shit. The shit is gonna be
some game changing.
It's a big update. I'm stoked.
How are we going to get to the Canes sweeping the Rangers as the third topic? How is that the third topic of this?
Because we don't even like hockey, dude. We don't even. We're not even.
First of all,
we've been posing.
We're not even. No, I'm saying like I don't think we should really hype it up because it was that much of a fucking gimme.
But I mean, not if you listen to everybody in the world. Everybody.
A lot of people were betting. A lot of people were. Let's just get right into it. A lot of people were betting on the Rangers, and look what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, so many. I mean, I don't want to sit here and start saying like the asterisk shit, but so many things go into this that make this such an interesting thing. Like like I'm not saying the Rangers. I mean, they played pretty poorly overall. Like, where was Panarin? Where the fuck was he? I mean, yeah, I guess just because he's a center, right? But like, you just see him more. Like he's out there. But like, where was he?
Where were any of them really? Like
that was the big. Like all the stuff that I was reading was basically going to be it's our first line versus their first line. And if you look back at the stats for that, I mean, Svech Aho Turbo, 15 points in 3 games. Or if you look at Panarin, Zibanejad, and Buchnevich, 4 points.
Which he was the best guy of the 3.
Yeah.
In terms of who I saw, like I'm not even looking at the numbers. I think. I'm not even looking at the stats. Yeah. I'm saying who I saw getting in on the fucking pucks and shit.
Well, Panarin and Zibanejad both had a goal and an assist, I believe. So I think they accounted for all 4 of their points. But even with deployment, you saw we were trying to get Jordan Williams and Fogle out there against their number 1 line most of the time, and then it came down to is New York going to be able to stop ours?
Yeah,
and kind of how we kept saying, leading up to these, that we felt like it was going to come down to goaltending. And I think we very clearly, out of both goaltenders, ours played better. Not that really the Rangers goalies played bad. The defense was shit in front of them, but we won the goaltending battle.
Their defense was shit in front of them.
Yeah,
we definitely won the goalie
saves,
battles.
though. Those 2 saves Mrazek had in game 2, Reimer's fucking stick save in game 3 there. I mean,
let's just talk about that for a second. Not that we didn't think it was likely, but like, how about we just Mrazek's got a 2-0 hot streak going, playing relatively outstanding, and you just throw Reimer in there. Keep in mind, no one's fucking played for months. They just fucking throw him in there.
Yeah.
My guess is that it was the whole, it was a back-to-back. They felt okay with, look, if we dropped the game last night because of Reimer or whatever reason, then Mrazek would probably have gone back in for game 4. But luckily it didn't.
All day.
It didn't come down to that. Like,
but then he gets the 4-1 win. He gets the 4-1 win.
Reimer almost looked better than Mrazek during 2 games. Like,
he had some.
I mean, it's hard.
He had some nasty sequences.
Yeah. I mean, both goals.
Again, it just speaks to his composure. Yeah, it was also his first game, dude.
Yeah.
That whole
and don't think he was not getting the fewer reps in all the training camps and stuff leading up to it compared to Mrazek, I assume, right? Like,
yeah. But also, he was our guy last year. He has the contract.
And like I said at the beginning, we knew it'd likely be this way. But again, I'm speaking to the impressive. It's impressive.
Yeah.
It's extremely
very
impressive.
That sequence, though, the Renaissance, the accidental Renaissance photo where Slavin jumped into the net, Vatanen jumped in, took a puck off the shoulder, and then Rhymes had that stick pad.
Crazy save. Yeah, we were selling out.
Yeah. It was wild.
And, dude, for me, the best thing I've seen besides goaltending was how well all the new guys looked super comfortable, super at home on the team. Vatanen's playing way better than I thought he would have. Shea's looked great. He's got that assist in game 3. And Trocheck has been buzzing too. His line hasn't been getting the points, but he's flying around. Like, I've noticed him every time he's out there.
It's interesting. So, awesome. Vatanen looked like he had been on the team for years. Like, he was just like he gelled. But I think that like Shea for whatever reason didn't seem quite there, but he had the passion, I guess, playing his ex-team.
He was flying up and down the ice, though. He's the kind of mobile defenseman, I think, that works real well in our system. Knocked Jesper Foss out of the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? With just a clean hit.
Yeah, in the first minute of the first game, or first 2 minutes of the first game, whatever that was.
Yeah. With the Vatanen thing, I'm sorry, Josh.
D'Angelo's a naked baby.
So Aho undressed him.
So he was a baby because he got thrown out of the end of the first game for trying to fight. He got a misconduct, so that's why I said he's a baby.
Well, they did fight. I think it was because he punched after Martinook was already the ref was already splitting him up, right?
Yeah. So he kind of overreacted, so that they sent him off the game. So he became a baby then. He became a naked baby last night because of Aho undressing him.
For real though, that goal was disgusting.
That was, dude. I thought when Turbo scored his backhand, I was like, oh, cool. That's probably the best goal in this game. And then
who figured that a Hurricanes player would have a Sports Center highlight goal in fucking August?
For real
and,
though.
Mrazek had the number 3 top play 2 nights ago, whenever he
really?
he robbed somebody right in front of the net. I think it was game 2.
Mm-hmm.
But he was also on there. So shouts out Sports Center.
It was a real good first series.
How about the fist bumps?
Makes sense. Gloves on, you know.
Real beer league shit.
Limit contact.
Yeah, it makes sense. It was just kind
of. Have you ever been in a beer league? I'm shaking hands, strict eye contact, and not even that, dude. I'm doing the firm handshake. I'm like bringing them in like good fucking game, dude. I'm giving them like good series, even though it was
not
only
me, dude. I don't even now that I think about it, I don't even take my gloves off when I do the handshake line. I've always just back of the glove, fist bump, good game, good game, good game, good game. You know what I'm saying? It's not a disrespecting. That's just always what I've done. I'm like, dude, I don't want to touch your nasty ass hands and your nasty ass gloves. I know how nasty my gloves are, and I don't want to touch your fucking hands.
I was curious
to be honest,
to know.
I don't even know if I can't even remember if I bump, if I shake, if I go. I don't even remember, to be honest.
Dude,
so that whole anecdote was just made up.
I look away.
No, when I lose, if I lose, I'm putting chips in the ice and stomping off, dude. Horrible sportsmanship from this guy.
I don't even look at it. I have a conversation with my teammate behind me, just like glove out, just real limp wristing it, just like not even giving him something solid.
I'm making sure to pass a few guys on purpose so they really feel the fucking shade.
Yeah, just go like, what'd you say? And just like skip their hand completely, keep it moving.
Yeah. Or do a couple of these like, hey, good game, man. Oh, look at you.
Fucking loser, keep it moving. Just a random guy, like you didn't even play a shift together against each other.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I wasn't sure they were going to do the bumps because it's the playoffs, but it's not the playoffs and like that whole thing. So
tradition never dies.
It was good to
dude.
see. Well, no, but I'm saying like, I mean, this is the qualifier, right? Like I didn't know if that would start next round or something, but it was good to see because
that's how there's your like for anyone who's like confused or arguing or for whatever reason debating. There, they did a handshake line, so it's real, motherfucker.
Yeah, they're recognizing it.
Who do we want next?
Who's our options? Is it going to be
it's Boston, Philly,
a few, yeah.
Boston, Philly, Tampa, or Washington.
Yeah.
I think right now you want Boston because they lost their exhibition game and they've lost their first round robin game. They've looked like some real ass.
I was thinking personally, I'd want Boston or Philly.
Get the revenge.
But Philly kind of scares me because I feel like they're kind of like us. You know what I'm saying?
Philly scares the shit
something
out of
to prove. Like,
you don't think Tampa has something to prove after last year?
Well, that's why Tampa's not a team I want to play.
Yeah. They've only won one game against Boston, right?
No, it's a round robin, so
everyone's jumping around.
Oh yeah, I'm tripping.
But I mean,
Boston lost to Philly, I think.
Yeah.
I don't want to play. I'm sorry.
Oh no, isn't that who Tampa beat today?
No, Tampa is currently playing Boston. I don't know if the game's over or not, actually.
Oh, okay.
So if they last time I looked, it was 2-0. They were losing, so that means that they lost both of their playing games.
Yeah, I think they were. I thought they had already lost, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. So not looking great.
Yeah, but I just
I'd rather play.
Whoever. Yeah, I mean, we'll take anybody, but I'm not Tampa and not Washington just because the Washington series is going to be something in my soul says we're going to play in this playoffs just because that's the hockey gods love it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's going to be a real emotional series, and I'd love to see that at some sort of – if it ends up being like, I don't know.
We get Svetch and Ovi round 2.
Yeah.
Svetch has just been lifting weights for this reason. Just for the next time he can find Ovi in the playoffs.
I don't think he'll make that mistake again. And I'm pretty sure – and he's in the position now where they're like, we need you on the ice for sure. You know
if they play Washington, when they line up, Ovi's just going to look at him and give him – like he's going to be like all hunched over. He's going to look at him and kiss his fucking bicep.
You better watch out for Willie, dude. Willie's chucking nucks now, bro. Ovechkin has a lot of respect for Williams, right? He won't clean knock him out.
Tom Wilson will.
Oh, yeah, Tom Wilson has respect for nobody, dude. Much less the game of hockey. You know what I mean?
As soon as you said that, I was like,
man.
Jacob's gonna just say some sideways shit. He's good. Truthful? Potentially. Sideways? Absolutely.
No, but
Yeah.
obviously, I'd like for the emotion of it. Would love another Hurricanes Capitals series, but
It's gonna be weird though.
I
I mean,
would
we're
love
not
it,
playing
too.
until at least like Tuesday of next week.
August
That's
11th.
cool.
don't
They've
think.
had
Is
months
that really
off,
it?
so
So that's Tuesday. Yeah.
Yep.
they've had months off, so they can take a little break.
Wonderful to see
Yep.
Dougie back.
That's the other crazy part is we really still don't have two of our top three defensemen on the team
Yeah.
Nuts.
between Dougie and Pesci. So
I mean, I'm assuming like after Vatanen played, you can't take him out. So you take Fleury out. Like
you might, dude. Maybe
take Gardner
maybe
out.
Gardner because Gardner's not exactly like lockdown defensively. You know what I mean? And
Nah, dude.
he runs the other power play that's going to be taken up probably by Dougie and Vatanen. I would assume Vatanen probably gets slid to the second unit.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's going to be super
Oh.
interesting. What do y'all think about the whole re-sign Vatanen thing? You think he's going to be too expensive? It'd be
I
crazy.
don't know.
That'd be.
I think we need to keep either him or Shea, right? Because Shea's gone at the end of this year
Shea,
too, is he?
no, Shea's
we have him for
locked
a
up
few
like
more.
another
Okay.
3 years. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of hard to sign Vatanen then. I mean, unless you get
No,
rid of.
it's real tough. It's real tough.
Like-
You would have to drop.
I think
some-
it's a use them and then lose them.
It's probably going to be that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's just hope that this, well, I guess it won't matter because we won't be trading him. He'll just be a free agent. So
Mhm.
let him
Yeah, no,
drive his
but-
own price up.
Yeah, I mean, he's been sliding in great though. It would just be cool having him as a third pair defenseman, dude. Our
Yeah.
right side is Dougie, Pesci, and Vatanen.
Yeah, they make it happen. That'd be gross. But looking forward to the next round for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. What else is the fuck else is going on?
Dude, so the NHL announced they had over 7,000 tests done with no positives, and it kind of brought up. I was looking into how would they prevent a false, like if a false positive happens, like would they just what did you shut it down? You know what I mean?
Is the whole team done or what?
Yeah, and it's like
It's
I guess
World War Z after that, dude.
it's all everyone just starts running amok, tearing the place apart. Just like one guy gets it, but apparently it's if you get a false positive, you're still required to quarantine for 3 days, and then you have to get 3 subsequent negative tests in those 3 days, I guess, and then you're allowed to rejoin the team. But it was just also lead into that did you guys see Muzzin that injury the other night when he got
It didn't even look
carted
that
off?
bad.
Yeah, it was a real weird fall.
I guess he rammed his head into the back of some other dude's leg,
Mhm.
and I
But-
guess he was concussed or something. It was weird.
Yeah, I mean, but you see that too. You've seen over
I
the
didn't even
years,
see that.
guys.
Yeah.
Guys get hit kind of just square, and they just fall down, and then like they end up being out for a long time. So it's weird, but he had to leave the bubble to go to the hospital, and so now he's not going to be allowed to rejoin the team for this series because he has to quarantine for. I think if you leave the bubble, it's 4 days and four subsequent negative tests. So
He should be good to be back for if
they move
assuming
on.
they win.
You're
right?
an
Yeah.
NHL player. You're an NHL player. You're in the bubble. You're not it's not like a necessity. What's the one thing you're absolutely leaving the bubble for? Knowing that you're gonna fuck your team over. And
I had a whole bunch of things going through, but I'll.
I don't know, dude. If I'm being honest, I don't know if I think I'd be able to pull it off for a month and a half and just being like, all right, man, we're playing hockey. You know what I'm saying? I got my own hotel room.
we
Yeah,
don't have the
I
time.
can
There's a hotel
FaceTime my
bar.
girlfriend. Like
We don't have the
There's a
time, nor
hotel
is this
bar,
the avenue for me
FaceTime.
to hit you with all the hypotheticals, but you'd leave.
I don't know. I mean, if you're telling me
there
I'm
might
getting
be
paid
some
millions of
hypotheticals.
dollars to play a game, then no, I'm probably staying there.
Temptation is a motherfucker.
But what if I
Yeah,
paid
but-
you $10 million to not play the game, Cody? Would you leave?
I'm leaving.
Would you leave then?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Pay 10
You can
million
be
to come
bought.
outside.
Oh
You
yeah,
can be bought, dude.
everybody can be bought.
Everybody can be bought.
Dude, not Sebastian Aho, dude. That kid That kid stayed here.
Well, he cost $8.5 million AAV.
That's yeah.
I'm sure
He tried to leave, so he tried to be bought. But no, I thought that was. It's because you're looking at the NHL, the NBA has been doing the bubble system too, and they haven't had any positive tests. And you're looking at sports like baseball. It's like, yeah, no, we're still going to fly in planes every week. And like every team is riddled with COVID. And
I can't imagine how the NFL, like after watching the MLB, thinking that they're going to do this without a bubble.
For real.
It's ridiculous.
And I'm sure it's tougher with baseball and football just because there's more people on a team. Like football is going to be like 100 people to a team to start with because you have
get injured.
Yeah, it's like an 80-man roster before you cut it down. Like football would be tough. But do you think it's going to be the bubble for next season? Do you think that's the only way they get it done?
I was talking to Megan last night. When we were watching the Canes game, I was like, "There's a good chance like this is how we watch the Hurricanes next season."
I gotta get a fucking refund on them season tickets then.
Nah, bro, they're gonna do everything they can. I'm telling you, they're gonna push them off to the following season because that's what they did for me this year.
Oh, probably.
So they're just gonna hold your money for as long as possible.
So I prorated my own season tickets.
Yeah,
dude. If you got a refund for your tickets, you would directly be contributing to losing John Forsland, dude.
That's how that works.
Yeah,
that man's already lost, isn't he?
Yeah.
I guess you haven't if you had gotten rid of him before, you would have directly contributed to the loss of John Forsland. That would be on your shoulders. That's all I got with that.
Man, what else you got, man?
Kadri had a late playoff goal. I guess the latest in history. Is that right?
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like I think it was technically like .07 or some shit. Like it was like less than .1. Yeah.
Well, it was a winning goal too, right? It was like 2-2 prior to that, and that was third or something.
Yeah. So shouts out to Kadri.
The best thing about that, like that's just like the way it was measured. Like it's probably not even true. Like. Mm-hmm.
I mean, once you get to like 100,
like it didn't count. Or like,
so I was like, you know what though? I mean, fuck Kadri though. You know what I'm saying? Because like, he's probably wrong.
I guess all I'm saying is like, isn't it at the end of the day all based on some motherfucker hitting? Like whether it's here, there.
I mean, it's video. Like,
but yeah, they have the clock counting down, and then you look exactly when the puck crossed the line.
So the clock is pictured on one screen then with clock.
It's definitely more sophisticated than just one guy hitting a button.
I know. I'm being facetious, but you know, human error.
Well, it's camera. It's
yeah. All right. I mean, if that's what it is, I'm for it.
Shit's hilarious.
Josh is like, yeah,
yeah. Fuck Kadri, dude.
There's nothing against Kadri. It's just like. Fuck God. Just like I'm creating like the confusion amongst you guys here a little bit.
I mean, it's against Kadri, you know what I'm saying? But confusion. Bigger and brighter stuff. Reeves, Sagan, Leonard, and Dickinson all kneeled. So it's getting some cross team guys coming together, center ice kneeling, which was good to see because everyone you saw Matt Dumba.
For a second, you just totally vanished audio wise.
Oh. What was the last thing I said?
I thought you just stopped talking. I thought you just paused for a moment.
I don't know. I mean, like it was like for one word, it just completely caught me off guard. That's why it caught me off guard.
You saw Dumba raise his fist during the anthem, and he was by himself.
Honestly, I'm surprised more people weren't kneeling in general, just throughout all the different teams.
I think it's just harder to kneel on skates than it is on cleats.
Not really.
Cody's like, it's a health risk at the end of the day.
It's a practical problem.
I mean, we've talked about before, like the whole concept of the European guys and all that shit, but just like, I don't know, I'm just surprised there's not more people doing it.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised.
I mean,
not disappointed. I'm just a little surprised.
It probably, it speaks kind of probably
anyone
to
doing it's good to see it.
For sure. I think it kind of speaks to the culture of hockey a little bit. Historically white, sport. So
yeah,
it's kind of, but it's good to see, especially guys like Sagan and Leonard. I think that was huge.
Yeah.
Just because of their history, especially Leonard, who said he made a mistake putting the Trump thing on his helmet. So I don't know. It's just real good to see, and I hope we see more of it.
Yeah.
Put a little action behind words. you'd like to see more from the league, but you know.
I mean, it's what I was gonna say. I mean, I guess in reference to that, like they have pretty much on every shot whenever they show the arena, it's the hashtag We Skate for Black Lives thing, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't know. Like, I mean, I think
It's
that's
like
a
the
good.
smallest sign out of all of them up there.
Well, I mean, I mean, but
I guess I'm not gonna sit here and like nitpick like all these like little victories of things they have done or haven't done. It's just like, you know, keep fighting a good fight if you're fighting one. If you're not, go fuck yourself. And that's kind of like
it's a step in the right direction.
Leave it at that.
For
It
sure.
is. Yeah, I mean any that's just it. Like any step is a good step. I don't know. I just don't. I hate listing off all the like the little like. I feel like we just quantify it when we just like list off what the fuck different teams are doing or what the league does. Like they're either doing something or they're not. You know what I mean? I don't know. Because I feel like the signage stuff is all BS. But
yeah, it's all performance.
Yeah. But I don't
Yep.
know.
Transition to another violent sport.
The XFL with his investment.
He
company.
bought it?
He purchased it.
I can't think of possibly a better person to have bought it though. He played football. He was a pro wrestler, and he's a very personable guy. Like, how else? I mean, Vince McMahon buying it, who is the oldest, weirdest white guy, was probably not the call.
Well, Vince McMahon started it.
Yeah, he started.
Well, I know, but I'm saying like for him to when they like restarted it, like he was the face of it or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
but
people were hyped about it just because it was made. It was made to be a little bit more of a not spectacle, but a little more for the entertainment side. Like with
that.
Yeah, well, when I fucked up my words, dude.
Belle Delphine face, bro.
It's fucked up, bro.
You did. You definitely look like you were ready for a load.
Oh, not cool, dude. Cool, dude.
Definitely got a freeze frame. Get some Photoshop
You
going
had
on that
a
one.
wanting face.
Oh. It's fucked up, man. I don't even remember what I was saying anymore, dude.
You did it.
It's all you can think
The
about
Rock
is that.
bought the XFL. They were doing
load.
when they came back. People were hyped.
Dude, I'm over it, dude. You guys shut me down, man.
Yeah, I mean, The Rock bought it. Dude. Bought it with a venture capitalist firm.
It's The Rock's
$15
load.
million.
That's the load. Feel like getting hit in the face with a fire hose.
Real quick, say it again. He bought it for $15 million. He bought a league for $15 million.
Yeah, which you got to think is like extremely cheap.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just
how much is the NFL worth? Like a couple bill?
Yeah, but the whole thing is like, I mean, especially now, and I guess that's why I got it so cheap. Like, what do they actually? I mean, how is the XFL going to make money in the next 5 years?
Oh, I mean, it totally makes sense why it's so cheap. It's just like
the theory. Shouts out to the Flagrant 2 podcast, though, is that we're talking about how the NFL is way too many people to get set up in a bubble. If the NFL goes the way baseball is looking like it's going, and having to take a season off or something, the XFL is small enough that they could theoretically put everybody up in a bubble system. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
rent out a field that has a practice field, and then just you put the games on TV, advertising the same way that leagues are making money now off of.
Wasn't that the same idea with the AAF or the AFF or whatever, that it was going to be like a play-in league for the NFL?
But but they tried to compete with the NFL. If the NFL is not able to operate for a whole season, Americans, a section of them are still going to want to get their football fix. Yeah, so they'll go and watch the XFL because all they have to do is make back $15 million for this not to be a total loss.
The Rock is capitalizing on American desperation.
Yeah, as he has his whole career, dude.
I mean, so is Papa John's, dude. I don't know what kind of pizza you're eating, but
bro, this is fucking Harris Teeter pizza, bro.
Dude, he said you don't like Cadre and you eat Papa John's, bro.
Yo, this shit's been like.
It's been You just went out for like 2 minutes.
It's the longest scrum of all time, bro. This is longer than any podcast we've ever done.
It's like a 30-minute scrum.
Yeah, man.
It's I'm trolling hard.
You just hate showing up, dude. Josh hates being on these calls with us, bro. Look at him.
More than anything.
all the shit we've given Dylan for eating on the mic, and he's in.
Dude, I was just about to say, like, Dylan had gone this whole time. Nobody had eaten food, and Josh was like, all right, well, I guess a Tebow's got to eat at some point.
I was like, oh, maybe he has an important call, and then he just comes back with pizza. Yeah, I was like, oh, no, he's just done with us. I see. I get it. Mouthful of food.
I guess this has been the Scrum.
Well, we got
Josh,
follow us at Talkin Sauce
in
Pod.
Georgia. In
we
Georgia,
got one
some
more little
kids,
thing.
they would have started school in Georgia and kids testing positive for coronavirus. No fucking shit.
Dude, I saw a picture on Reddit of someone had posted like a picture of the kids in the hallway, and there were
Packed.
literally 100 kids.
Bro?
He's just gone. I'm gonna keep talking.
Yeah,
He was. World, did you see that picture?
Oh,
dude,
it's
yeah,
hilarious.
they're packed. Like
There were. It was,
obviously.
any high school.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
there
imagine
were
Precautions.
literally.
Was that a real picture?
Yeah, half
mean-
the kids were wearing masks. Like
Yeah, whatever.
it's
That
just
shit is crazy. That shit.
Yeah, like
that
none
shit
of
is
them wearing
crazy.
masks, dude. It was.
Can you imagine like that one kid wearing a mask surrounded by like a million and not just being like fuck.
That's why one of my recent investments, online education. Those companies are skyrocketing because all these counties are like, all right, well, we're not going to send our kids to school.
Look at Cody dropping one of my recent investments out here.
We just need to
stunting on
make
us, dude.
a whole new segment. It's just Cody just shooting off his just like
Cody, did you
stunts.
buy the
60
XFL with
seconds.
The Rock, dude? Are you in on that?
Nah, I still think that was a dumb investment.
Oh, they hit you up, and Cody was like,
Yeah.
"Nah, not for me. It's a little too high risk."
They wanted
Sorry,
they
The
wanted a
Rock.
quick $50 from me, and I was like,
Yeah, but no, not now, dude. Not now. I can't.
They were like, yo, Cody, we're just missing that 50 off the top, man. We just need
No,
that 50.
I'm like,
They were like,
Not
you were
worth
like,
it.
what? 50 mil? I got you. You're like, no, $50. And you were like, nah, I'm petty.
not worth it.
I'm petty.
Oh, that shit's funny.
Because you invested in that movie. He was in, what was it? No Pain, No Gain, or Pain and Gain.
Pain and
That
Gain.
movie
That's an alright
flopped.
movie.
That movie flopped low key.
I liked it.
And then you didn't make your bread back, so now you're mad at him and didn't invest in the XFL. And that's the storyline.
Cody,
Nothing wrong with it.
venture
The
capitalist.
food going in my brain, giving me nutrients, helped me think of that.
I
I hear
think you're
talking
eating
shit.
battery
Is
acid,
it-
son.
You're eating pizza, right? Makes a lot of
Smoking
sense.
battery acid. Yo,
Well,
Jacob, dude.
What's
where
up,
can they have
man?
pe- Where can
Please,
they have?
God.
Where can they have online pizza parties? Yo, we got less than a minute.
Less than I got a minute 50 on mine.
Go.
But
Yeah.
at Talkin Sauce Pod, no underscore, respect the underscore. Cancellation Cup season 3.
Yeah.
Hit me up at Jacob, JAY underscore COBBB. Josh, where to get you at?
Give me at DiGiorno's. No, I'm just kidding. At Teebs, TABZZ.
Cody, where they get you at?
At CD_2187.
Dylan, where they get you at?
You teabags, you mom, 69420 lowercase x capital X. Check out Starting Five podcast. Josh and I are going to be on there next 2 Mondays. Check out the episode with Jacob. This was the Scrum.